Well, I'll post this later. So I don't have a stand for my phone, so I can't set it up in my window. So the angle's a little bit lower, so the cops don't pull me over. Well, this morning's topic, man, the system we live in. The system. The topic's always about the system. All right? So, the system don't care about any of us. That's the truth. Don't give a shit about us. No matter what president you have, there's always a higher power over them. The system don't care. You don't understand the world you live in. You don't. But the system don't care. And I'll keep saying it. Where insurance companies are allowed to do whatever they want. I mean, you think about it. Medical insurance. How can you stay healthy? How can you live healthy in America? You got a lot of other places in the world that don't have nearly as many illnesses as United States. Why? You know what we are? All we are is just another number. If we don't have money, we're not rich. We're nothing but just liabilities to the rich. Or people they have to, we are people they feel like they have to carry. That's what we are. But there's more middle class and more poor people than there are rich. I don't understand. I really don't. But people just believe everything that they hear on TV. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying to go out there and start riots. No. Rioting is the wrong answer. Wrong answer. None of you should be out there rioting. Sorry. None of you should be out there rioting. At all. Should be protesting peacefully, yes. But when it comes to voting, that's when you guys should be boycotting voting, period. Because all of the official elects that you're electing, they're not doing anything for us. They don't do nothing for us. So what happens when you have a nation that stops voting? Because as it stands, as far as I'm concerned, the people you're voting for is just a group of people. The people that are voting is a multitude of people. There's more people that vote than there are that actually run for these seats. And the people that are running for these seats are considered eligible by whose standards? By whose standards are they eligible? Good question. Good question there. You got to figure that out. Why are they eligible? Other than, I don't care. I don't want to hear that they went to school and got a PhD and a master's. And no, that shit's for the birds. It don't mean nothing. Going to school, I'm telling you right now. You guys are what the Bible considers are being very foolish. You're being fooled by fools. How does that feel if you're fooled by fools? You gotta get out of this mindset where you think that you can't think for yourself. You know, instead of having a system that teaches you what to think, why not re-educate and learn how to think? Sorry, I'm not feeling well. But yeah, I couldn't open my window at the same time. Sinus infections really suck. They do. But you gotta think. You guys gotta think about this, because it's getting crazy out here. What the hell are y'all doing? Damn. Where's all of God's people? Listen, if you say you represent Jesus, you're going to make this a lot more vocal. You're going to be more vocal. How can you represent a God that represents you and you can't even represent him? That don't make sense. God never told you to lay your life down and be a doormat. No. He never said that. And if you think he said that, then show me in the Bible where he says that. Need you guys to make this go viral. Because we are living in the last days. And people need to be heard. People need Jesus. Till next time, y'all. Over and out.